And action.
Are we rolling?
We are live.
We're live. Welcome back. Yeah. Let's play some music. Right now, I'm about to live it up with you. Well, I've been playing myself up like I'm a fool. Yeah, I've been playing myself up like I'm a fool. Oh, I know it's getting late, and I really like the things you got to say. I'm begging you to stay, please stay. Just do it in my own particular way. Now focusing on everything, can't wait for what the daylight brings. We could live it up like kings ever after, offering you everything, even when the sadness stings. I lift you up with guitar strings and make laughter. I've been playing myself up like I'm a fool. Yeah, I've been playing like a fool. And when my wave comes, I'm so ready to fall. I'm so ready to fall. Spotlight on my shame now. I'm so ready to fall. I'm so ready to fall. Well, I've been playing myself up like I'm a fool. Well, I've been playing. Let's go. Hey, nah. Hey. Oh. La da 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 da. Oh. Play that ukulele. Playing myself up like a fool. Cause you see, when you're a good friend and you try to play yourself up against your friends, that's being a fool. But being cool is lifting your friends up with you. That's what it's all about. Speaking of friends, we got Janet Wheeland behind the camera. I think it's time that you jammed with us for a song.
Do it.
Everybody give it up for Jantastic. Fantastic. All right. Ukulele. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, okay. Yeah, give it a little louder, a little more punk rock. I've been playing myself up like I'm a fool. I've been playing. One more time, let's go. Oh,
Trav was gonna jokingly smash the guitar. Instead, he smashed it on the ceiling. Can you see that? I wonder if they can see that.
That's sound.
It's
sound, man.
Might have to retune this thing. We'll see. Welcome with the Wheeland brothers. This is another off the couch concert. Today, where are we, Trav?
On the roof. We're off the couch and on the roof.
On the roof. Whose roof is this?
On the roof. My roof. Well, we're renting. Technically, we're borrowing this roof. But one day.
Is it? Can we give them a little? Can we give them a little quick tour around?
This is it's almost a deck. It's a deck without rails.
We got buoys, we got surfboards, we got piles of trash, we got everything up here. Hummingbird feeder. Caitlin's been a little
Oh yeah, please let me show you all of my beach trash that I've collected over many years. That's what you've been waiting for. Oh yeah, the ocean.
Oh, so nice.
Got to keep an eye on that thing.
Yeah,
The
Trav
many
and
buoys.
Janet are a little spoiled.
This is the, let's see, we got buoy from, this one's from Catalina Island, this one's from Polihale, Hawaii. That one's from Mexico. A bunch of these are from Mexico. In Mexico, they cut the buoys in pieces to reuse them. So that's how you
That
can
one, he
tell.
got a Hobby Lobby.
And, yeah. Oh yeah, well, let's go. Let's check it out.
A quick little look around here.
MTV Cribs with the
Janet's
Wheelands.
garden. Look at the garden. This thing's amazing. I can't even keep one plant alive at my house. So. I don't know how you do it. Janet's artwork, too.
That was the Janet.
Woo! With some butt crack, too. Watch out.
Janet's butt crack.
All right, so this, maybe you guys have seen this before. This is Treehouse Studio right here. This is where a lot of the Wheeland Brothers magic happens.
Yes, this is the stew. This is where, oh, the best part of the studio, though, is, check this out. This is Control Center. Hold on, it's still going. Isn't that satisfying?
Yes.
Let's go up.
Technology is great.
Yeah, so here it is.
Getting ready.
This is where,
We just got back from our last coast trip, so we've been putting together some videos and photos. Gonna share.
Yes. We're going to talk about your guys' Lost Coast trip during the set. We got
this
to
is,
definitely hear about that.
but this is the studio where I record all my vocals in my underwear.
It's true.
'Cause
It's
nobody-
pretty hot and sweaty in here. Because we got to keep everything closed up. The garbage man always seems to show up when we're tracking vocals.
Oh, and the neighbors take showers.
Yeah.
The longest showers. It's like the moment you start to record, somebody jumped in the shower and they're gonna leave the fan on for
They
like
do
an
take
hour.
like 5 showers a day, I think. Or
Yeah.
maybe
Very
it's
clean.
not the same person. Let's just say
Very,
it's not the
very clean neighbors. Gotta hand it to them.
But yeah, all this stuff. Our Tortuga posters. This is Toro, the tour Pinata. He's been on to a lot of shows with us, and
He's been attacked by dogs, and a raccoon attacked him one
yeah,
time.
I don't know if there's any stick figure fans out there. There's Coco, the tour dog. Toro is based off of that, and actually Toro met Coco, and Scott at Stick Figure was even saying he's never seen Coco respond the way that he did with Toro because he got really nasty. I mean, he wanted to rip his head off pretty much.
I mean, to be fair, that's what you're supposed to do to pinatas.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
So.
he just didn't understand. Okay, I get it. Makes sense. The quick view.
Oh, okay, we're doing the whole thing.
Yeah, just the quick view out here.
Okay.
Oh. The breeze coming in.
We should jam out here. This
Traffic
is
to watch
the
sunsets.
patio. This is where I study sunsetology.
It ain't bad over here in San Clemente.
Oh, hey, check this out. Here's the Muchos Mahalos table. That's what the artwork's originally from. From the Mexican food restaurant in town, La Tiendita, which closed down, unfortunately, but we got the table. All right,
Yes.
let's rock.
We weren't talking about SpongeBob.
Yeah, right.
Well, let's, you guys, Trav and Janet just got back from the Lost Coast. Let's hear a little bit about you guys' trip.
Yeah, well, I feel like, do you want to play some Shark Harbor?
Oh, that buoy,
Want
right?
to do this?
That buoy behind you, I'll be pointing out. This one is from the Lost Coast.
Okay, well, Lost Coast, yeah, we just got back. The Lost Coast is this place up in Northern California where it's the only part of the California coast where PCH, Pacific Coast Highway, veers away from the coastline. And so there's no roads.
No development.
It's just completely wild. Actually, there's a couple of like tiny little forgotten cabins, but
I think we saw a total of 4 houses within the 26-mile stretch that we were on. And the
one
only
of those
way
was collapsed.
Yeah, well, 2 of those I think were pretty collapsed, but the only way some of them could get there was either by like a helicopter, like they had like a landing pad, or you had to like, I don't know how you get to your house because there's no road. Like
You don't drive, you hike.
Yeah, I hope you have a boat or something.
And yeah, the Lost Coast is just this epic place. You start hiking and you're just in this dark, mysterious fog on this black sand beach, and the fog, it's kind of exactly what you think when you think of the Lost Coast, this mysterious, dark coastline. The beach is covered with these giant trees, like the kind of trees that you find in the deep national parks, but they've washed up on the shore and been like pummeled by these huge waves until they look like the beating end of a stump, just pounded by waves.
Trav would try to walk along each fallen tree, and he'd call it the boardwalk as we'd go along.
Nature's boardwalk.
Yeah.
There was a lot of boardwalks.
Yeah.
And we were just high, wild, and free. We just hiked, found streams, and would set up our tent along the streams.
It was amazing because the fog, like he was saying, would be in the morning when we would hike, and then as soon as we'd find our camping spot, like the blue skies would roll in and it would clear out and it'd be a beautiful day, and we'd just have it all to ourselves. And it's like you didn't see anyone for miles, and for most of it.
There was one, I guess the kind of the craziest thing that happened was that there's these stretches of the coast where it's impassable at high tide and you can get stuck. And like I said, there was like double, triple overhead waves in some places. So there were some big waves rolling in, and we didn't time it right in one place.
We thought we had hiked farther than we had, and apparently we'd only hiked about a mile an hour because there's just so much to see. And so we were only about halfway through the impassable zone before we started trying to find a place to camp. So we had 2 miles left, and the tide was rising.
We're hiking like deeper into trouble, and we're not sure if there's any light at the end of that tunnel. We're just going, and the waves were starting to crash up against the cliffs, so we're doing the whole like wait for the waves to pass and run around the point thing. And I was just looking up at the cliff for exit points, just like if we got stuck here, what would be my last resort? Climbing up the cliff onto a ledge to just wait 5 hours for the tide to pass.
Yeah.
There was a beat up kayak that I was like, that's plan C. We might have to take that broken kayak into the ocean.
Oh my gosh.
But fortunately, I just ran up ahead, I scouted it out, and we made it around the point, and then just around the point, there was this beautiful, perfect little creek with a river otter in it, and we set up our tent right there on the beach, and just
it felt like just like an oasis after this like
Yeah.
Like after this heart pounding, waves crashing, like what are we gonna do? And it's just like
I literally kissed the sand.
Yeah. It was that kind of feeling.
Ryan, stop breaking stuff. He's knocking. Jeez.
The story is getting
Yeah, it was pretty amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing, and there will definitely be some journal entries coming, but they're on my phone, which is the camera right now, so I can't read them. But you want to play a song?
Yeah. When you got back from this trip, one of the first things you said to me was the chorus of the song we're about to play, Shark Harbor Lullaby. If home is just a place, then why are we only visiting?
Yeah. I felt the same way I did when I wrote that song. And that was just Janet and I years ago on our 1-year anniversary, camped at the beach in Catalina. It's very similar. And, you know, those kinds of experiences make you question, like, what in your life is worth not being there? Like, is the stuff that I'm doing at the expense of being there worth it? And if the answer isn't yes, then, you know, that's why you come out of those experiences trying to shave off things. You're like, the entropy of things that's just filled my life and that's filled my calendar is not worth losing out on those experiences. Because you start to realize that there is a cost, like a real cost to the accumulation of things and events and complexity. And man, I just crave simplicity so much more after this.
So you're so simple out there that you don't wear any clothes. That's usually the common theme to these trips, is the level of skinny dipping that occurs.
Yeah. And boy, that water's cold, let me tell you.
I've seen people ask Trav before, what's the secret to a strong marriage? And his answer is always skinny dipping.
And massages.
And massages. Were there massages out there too?
There were some
Oh,
massages.
dang, man, a massage on the Lost
And when you're
Coast.
hiking,
Need it.
any kind of massage.
Did you guys
feels
carry the
amazing.
massage table with you? Who carried the massage table?
Janet. That's all
yeah.
Janet.
All right. You
She
carried the
carries
ukulele.
the. She carries the.
I
heavy
did. I
stuff.
was the mule.
Yeah,
All right,
this,
well,
this song rings true for the Lost Coast, the same way it rings true for Catalina Island.
I'll throw a capo too. For this guy.
Right.
Janet actually helped write the song too, so you got to give her a shout.
Should we try to sing the lyrics that? There's a bunch of lyrics we got. I don't know if I can remember them. All right. Well, let's play. We've been far across the ocean, went by car, boat, and bus, but so far I'm feeling closer than we've ever been before. Traveled all along the coastline to our little island called. All along this world keeps pushing on, but we've been moving slow. Someday we'll think about these days, and if home is just a place, then why are we only visiting? The sun and the waves, the melodies we've made, all the memories we maybe need to make again. Settled in beside a beach fire, dug our feet deep in the sand, settled in for city living. That's something I can't understand. We've been up and down this coastline, we've seen all the big town lights. Until now I've never noticed how many stars are in the sky. Someday we'll think about these days, and if home is just a place, then why are we only visiting? The sun and the waves, the melodies we've made, all the memories we maybe need to make again. Yesterday next cove over, swimming naked in the sea, with a smile as bright as our tan lines, just my girl and me. Through the wind and rain and thunder, our little tent still stood. As the morning broke and we awoke, the storm had left for good. Oh, someday we're gonna think about these days, and if home is just a place, then why are we only visiting the sun and the waves, the melodies we've made, all the memories we maybe need to make them. Oh, maybe we could make them again. We've been far across the ocean, went by car, boat and bus, but so far I'm feeling closer than we've ever been before.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
we got some clapping from across the street.
Lullaby.
I love that one.
So soothing.
Takes me back to all those places.
Well, speaking of going places, let's go to Mexico.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mexico.
Oh, it's getting tight up here.
Uno, dos, uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
Ah, na 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 na. Good times are made in Mexico. Stressed out mamacita, drinking dressed up margaritas, Senorita Vamanos. Leave our worries behind us, make our arrival fast, and then we'll take it slow. I'm more about the stove than the smoke, more about the weekend than the drinking, but we can get together and do both. I gotta go. It's always sunny down in Mexico. The sun gets high when I get low. The only way to get there is to let yourself go. Good times are made in Mexico. Desperate desperado with a $5 bottle ain't the cheapest taco around. The constant rat race always picks up the pace, so I'm headed for the outside of town, Las Coast. I'm more about the stove than the smoke, more about the weekend than the drink.
That's right.
But we can get together and do both. I gotta go. Somebody take me down to Mexico. The sun gets high when I get low. The only way to get there is to let yourself go. Good times are made in Mexico. Hecho, hecho. Ah, na 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 na. Let's go. Good times are made in Mexico. All right. Good times are made in Mexico. Send your burned out folks and they'll send them back stoked. Always remember when your ship goes down, your luck might be shrinking, you're still better off sinking. There's a lot of folks just floating around. Oh, but it's always sunny down in Mexico. The sun gets high when I get low. The only way to get there is to let yourself go. Good times are made in Mexico. Hecho! burned out folks and they'll send them back stoked. Always remember, when your ship goes down, your luck might be shrinking, you're still better off sinking. There's a lot of folks just floating around. Oh, but it's always sunny down in Mexico. Good times are made in Mexico. It's always sunny down in Mexico. Good times are made in Mexico. It's always sunny down in Mexico.
Yes, it is.
We gotta take it down to Mexico.
I love the burritos in Mexico, especially the lobster ones.
Get there is to let yourself go. That's true. Good times are made in Mexico.
Good lobster burritos are made in Mexico.
talking about
Oh my god, doesn't that sound so good right now?
Tacos
A
down in
lobster
Mexico.
burrito
Lobster
would be
quesadilla.
so freaking amazing right now.
Quesadilla.
Gosh.
Should be talking about them
Make yourself a dang
Lobster
lobster
burrito,
quesadilla.
man. Where was
All right,
that
let's go
lobster
after this.
burrito
We could
spot?
go after this. That's
That's
the crazy
right.
thing.
Yeah.
Like, we could.
I know, it's true.
sounds like too
We
much-
actually could.
Too much drive.
We actually could. What was that lobster spot though that I went to? Remember that?
Oh, there's a
Yeah,
lot of
Puerto
lobster
Nuevo-
spots.
yeah, it's like a
in
million
Puerto
of them.
Nuevo.
But, I have so many like. I dream about that place all the time. Getting that lobster burrito. All right,
Delicioso.
soon. Somebody take us down to Mexico for lobster burritos, please. Bonfire song. That's next up.
Yeah. Do you want to do?
All right. Well, we don't have a bonfire.
Yeah, we
so
don't want to light my house on
We
fire.
gotta use our imagination here. We got this bucket though.
Yeah. This is called Bucket Song.
Yeah.
You know, in theme with all of my whole house, this bucket is one that I found on the beach. Some people go to the hardware store. So much stuff washes up on the beach, it's crazy.
I think we've already talked about it on the live stream, but Trav's sandals. Trav is like, if you know Trav, you know that Trav does not buy, take a look at these. Trav does not buy his own sandals. What he does is he lets the ocean provide him with sandals.
This sandal I found in Keneal Bay in the ruins of the resort in St. John.
Oh gosh, I remember that day. That was epic.
What about
It
this?
looked like Jurassic Park over there. Sad, but it was still cool.
It was just, it's just interesting. But
And
it is sad.
You know that you're on the right life path when there's all of these maybe serendipitous omens that occur, and Trav is one of these guys because like I feel that if or whatever the god is that's out there, he's smiling down on your two sandaled feet or bare feet at this point.
Well, he
And-
likes to tease me though, because he keeps giving me left feet, and I need a new right foot.
Do you need a right foot? Okay. God,
Actually,
get with it. No.
At this point, I need like both of them replaced.
The
They're
craziest
getting
one
pretty
though
shabby.
was the Bahamas when
yeah.
we were setting up to play a show, and Trav did the kind of the weird flip flop step where it ripped the sandal,
Yeah, where the
and
toe
as he
wraps
was
underneath.
doing that, Joey was tossing him a sandal that he had just found. So he broke a sandal and caught a sandal within seconds, and it was exactly the sandal that he
Yeah,
needed.
It was bizarre.
How does that happen?
Joey's saying, "Oh, there's a sandal. Here you go, Trav." As my sandal's breaking. Dude.
I don't know. We don't even know if the sandal broke
miss you,
first or
Joey.
after. That's how close it was. Wow. We needed this camera rolling so we have instant replay.
Do a recreation, a dramatization.
Insert it. Right now.
But if Trav had to do it all again, would you do it different, Trav?
No way.
No, he would wear those beat up sandals.
Yeah.
In fact, Trav made it a point that none of us sit on chairs out here.
That's true.
He's not a conformist at all. And I
We're
love
getting
that.
off the couch and we're getting off chairs.
There's
Well, Caitlin's kind of on a
That's what I'm
chair.
saying. I
It's a
have
throne.
backrest.
There's a lyric that happens twice on the new album, and I'm not big on reusing lyrics, but it just happened this way. Watch the mainstream drift away. Mainstream drift away happens twice on the album, and
Bye bye mainstream.
and that's what this is. I don't buy sandals, I don't sit on chairs. That's too mainstream.
You do that sometimes, though.
Yeah.
What, you guys still sit on
Chairs are so
furniture?
trendy.
No, I get it. I get it. I don't have a table.
First you're sitting on chairs, and then you're selling your soul.
Boxes.
You
It's
know,
all about
like
boxes.
Slippery slope, man. Yeah.
Really, boxes are getting too popular. to
Well,
be
these are
honest.
musical chairs.
Oh, musical chairs.
Hey, I guess that's the way it goes. You know, I never made it on the radio, but if I had to do it all again, I wouldn't do a thing different.
Bibbidi-bebo band, don't need a master plan to spread the good
Time feeling throughout the land.
And like a summertime Saint Nick bringing the toys. We share the scope by the boulders to the hills. And the boys beach bum the low bonfire slack key jam. You can swim beneath the moon with the California tan. If you gotta prove something you just don't understand, high times, funky crowns, people still the same.
Hey, I guess that's the way it goes. You know, I never made it on the radio, but if I had to do it all again, I wouldn't do a thing different. Maybe I didn't work the most, man. Summertime surfing up and down the coast, but if I had to do it all again, I wouldn't do a thing different.
And when I'm summertime coasting, I keep it coastal. Surf racks, no stacks, bright side of my focal. Cause the walk is always greener on the underside. Take it back to the simple times with similar rhymes to a song that sees through me to see me through. We made the music, but it made us too. Serenade till the sunrise. Sing along if it feels right.
Well, hey, I guess that's the way it goes. You know, I never made it on the radio, but if I had to do it all again, I wouldn't do a thing different. Maybe I didn't try enough with this or that girl just to fall in love, but if I had to do it all again, I wouldn't do a thing different. Light up the bonfire, start up the show. Pass me the guitar, we'll make it up as we go. We played all the songs that we wanted to hear and watch them float away into the atmosphere. Float away, float away, float away. Float away, float away, float away. Float away, so far from here. Up and away into the atmosphere.
That's right.
Send them away. If I could do it all again, I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't do a thing different. If I could do it all again, you know I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't do a thing different. Light up the bonfire, start up the show. Pass me the guitar, we'll make it up as we go. We played all the songs we wanted to hear and we watched them float away into the atmosphere. Float away, float away, float away. Float away, float away, float away. Float away, so far from here. Up and away into the atmosphere.
That's how the freestyle works.
That's where the crackling of the bonfire would usually come in.
Yeah,
right
well,
there.
Yeah. That's how the freestyle works. You put it out there, and you send it away. You don't always capture it.
You guys have
It's
a million
better.
songs.
You know, I don't know about you, but sometimes I get in this mindset where I'm like, oh, I can't freestyle. I can't like make up a song right now because I won't be able to record it. I'll just lose it. You know, but the truth is you lose it by not doing it.
I know.
It's better to have sung a song and lost it.
Oh, you know what's the worst though? Is when you're, what's even worse than that is when you're in the middle of freestyling a song and you've got the groove going and you're like on a roll, right? And you know that if you stop being on a roll and you stop grooving to hit the record, just that simple fact is going to break it up enough that you might and probably will lose it. and I can't tell you how many times I've just like been trying to sneak to that button to get it, and by the time I get it, it's just like
Yeah, it's like you're building this teetering thing in your head, and the moment that you stop thinking about it, it's all going to fall apart. So just pushing that record button, the whole song idea just vanishes.
How cool will it be in the like? Okay, we were bashing technology in the last one a lot, and people were like, "Hey, what the heck? Like, we follow you guys on social media. Social media has done some great things to connect us," and that is very true. And I don't want to act like I'm Amish and that I hate all of these wonderful things that the inventors out there have created for us. But what I will also say is the inventor, yeah.
The inventors.
But that we will eventually get to a point where you're always, that recording button is always going. And hopefully it's your recording button and that it's not someone else recording you and watching you at all times. That's another thing
There's
because
going to be a lot of
surveillance.
There's going to be a lot of NSA agents coming out with really good songs.
Dude, yeah, I know, right? You're like, the U.S. government has a lot of hit songs these days. It's really awkward how the president is just like, where's he coming up with this stuff, right? No, not that kind of record button. That you will just always, like, what if you just had a recording device that followed you around all the time? So you didn't, you could just go back and you could just
That's what we
listen
do
to
to
those
each other. Like
moments.
when we hear somebody, when we hear one of us like making up a song, we'll just put our phone on recording, kind of just sneak it over there.
Gotta be sneaky.
Yeah.
But they can sense it without seeing it
I
a
know.
lot of the time. That's
true.
it's an energy.
You got to be really sneaky.
Yeah, you got to be good. Got to be an energy ninja.
Yeah. An energy ninja.
Speaking of being an energy ninja, Song of the Sun is next, and this
Nice
was the
segue.
one that when you first were telling the story about Song of the Sun on the live stream, you mentioned that this was one of those songs that you thought you were recording on the GoPro, but
That's true.
in reality it wasn't actually rolling, and you had to go back and use your mind. I mean, who uses their brain anymore to like remember anything, right? You had to actually like remember what happened 2 minutes ago, which is really hard to do. Like
It actually is.
it's like when you wake up from a dream and you're trying to like remember the dream. Like that's remembering a
Dude,
song.
have you had some songs that you've written in your
Oh my
sleep?
gosh,
You wake up from a dream.
they're always the
and,
best.
and you try to remember it, and there's that moment where it's weird because like songs in dreams sometimes don't actually make real sense in the real world. Like I feel like I have to translate it to myself. As it's starting to slip away, I'm like, is this a real melody or is it just a figure of my imagination? Can this song exist in reality? And
You have
there was a
you
what
have
is that
one
song from a
song
dream that's
that
like-
you actually remembered from your dream, like way back, like way back, and it was
How
about
did that one
Janet,
go?
like when you and Janet were just dating.
it's like, oh, how did that song go? It's like,
I feel like I remember
oh,
it on the guitar.
no, what, just give me the words. It's
You
like-
it might not be in that key, but it was like when the time is right, come alive.
Yeah. Come be by my side. Oh yeah. Do the things you gotta do, but promise that you'll come back to me. And when the time is right, come alive, come and be by my side. When the time is right, come alive. Yeah. Do the things you gotta do, but promise that you'll come back to me. And when the time is right, come alive, come and be by my side. When the time is right, come alive. That's the whole song.
Yeah, I always liked that little
Yeah.
song idea from your dream.
Yeah. I can still picture being in that dream, and I was looking out, I was standing at the edge of a railing in a city, like looking at this bridge, and it was right before Janet and I got married, or before I proposed to her, and it was like, my subconscious was telling me it's now or never, and it was like a scene in a movie, like a, is this the end, or is this the beginning, kind of a
Oh,
scene.
that
It's
feels
trippy.
like a moment in a movie where everybody just like cries.
Oh, yeah.
Oh gosh, that's a good song. Actually, I really like that one.
Yeah, maybe we should do something with that.
You gotta have another dream where you finish it, you know? You gotta need the rest of the lyrics. Go to sleep after this. See what happens.
I'm down.
All right. Yeah. Caitlin has been. Caitlin's rallying, by the way. She wants
Yeah.
to sleep so bad.
She's like, can I do this live stream lying down? That's what she told me.
You did like one day you played like 7 hours this weekend.
I had 4 gigs this weekend, and one of them was 2 gigs in the day. 7 hours.
Crazy.
total.
All right. Well,
7 hours.
I have a gig tomorrow too.
Round of applause
I didn't
for
remember
Caitlin.
until like a couple hours ago. So,
Wow.
shoot, I have a gig tomorrow too.
You're like the marathon runner of music. Marathon musician. Huh.
Everybody listening closely now. We got all these billboards and all these sounds. Everyone shouting, but we'll tune out and just fade away with the sun. And while they're headed for the finish line, we can take a minute, take it easy, and take our time. Pass it slowly, pass it easy. Watch the mainstream drift away. Singing the song to the sun as it goes down into the waves. Where it goes, I don't know. I just wish that you would stay by my side till it all comes back around. Where it goes, I don't know, but I know it'll all come back around. I'll bring it back, bring it back, bring it back around. Come back. Everybody willing to come to the street. They got somewhere to go, but no place to be. And while they're stuck in the same routine, we'll just fade away with the sun. Everyone speaking so loudly now, making so much noise, but they make no sound. Everyone shouting, but we'll tune out and just fade away with the sun. Ooh, singing the song to the sun, sing it, birdie.
As it goes.
Ooh, down into the waves, where it goes, I don't know, but I just wish that you would stay by my side till it all comes back around. Where it goes, I don't know, but I know it'll all come back around. I'm bringing it back, bring it back, bring it back around. Singing out a song to the sun as it goes down. I bet he wishes that he wasn't on the run, always chasing the moonlight. Somewhere a new day has begun. It all comes back around. I just wanna see the colors in your eyes. I've been waiting for you for a long time. Standing by the ocean in the sun. You could use a little sunshine in your life, and I could use a little shade in mine. We'll be singing the song to the sun as it goes down into the waves. Hey, where it goes, I don't know, but I just wish that you would stay by my side till it all comes back around. Oh, where it goes, I don't know, but I know it'll all come back around. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back around. Where it goes, I don't know, but it all comes back around.
That was
That's right.
a way of going by.
Yeah.
Good job.
Well, for those of you who tuned in late, we are on Trav's rooftop here in beautiful, sunny. Well, we're in the shade, but it is sunny out there. This is Southern California, San Clemente. Give them a 360
Yeah.
so that they
These are
know
my
where travel
neighbors.
is.
Yeah.
They'll never find it.
Don't show the address number.
It's a great spot you got over here too. I love this yellow color and
Yeah,
The
we
Billy
lucked out on
backdrop.
this place.
I know.
Took Janet 9 months of searching to find this apartment.
Ryan
Definitely
moved in
got it.
next door too. Ryan lives right down there.
Should we go do a tour of his apartment?
Well, who knows what we might find over there. But, it's a family show. Some Stay Timeless.
Yeah.
Let's keep it timeless.
Stay timeless.
Oh wait, and Kate,
Oh, yeah, we got
Kate, are you
Tell
gonna
them
bust
it's a
the
surprise.
bust the
We
steel
gotta
drum?
introduce.
Give it a
the
little
steel drums.
test. You
It's like a
can,
police helicopter's flying around
Yeah.
us right now.
I think someone called
Wow.
the cops on us and they sent a helicopter.
Don't say this. Yeah, this. You too can play along to this
Jumpy
song on the
Jam.
steel drum. Yeah. Listen, all y'all, it's Jumpy Jam. 99 bucks on Amazon.
99
Jumpy
Do it.
cents.
Jam.
Brought to you
Do
by
it.
Jumpy Jams.
99 cents.
And then play along with this song.
That
Yeah,
was
get your
actually
Jumpy Jam out.
the steel drum we used. It's like a toy.
Hey, it's not a
But-
toy. It took me a long time to perfect this scale.
Well, you learned it in like 2 minutes.
No, I
Not even.
didn't.
It took you like 30 seconds to learn this.
Yeah, but
Okay,
Like
let's
I
just
said,
natural.
YouTube-
Some people are
you
natural.
need a degree in Jumpy Jam.
All right, what's a good tempo for this one?
Is that good?
Yeah, I like it. I want it to get to a place where Ryan can really like feel the stink face. you
Yeah,
know?
if Ryan
That's where it needs to
Then
be.
the lines start going down like this.
Yeah, get where it's stinky and then we'll start it.
It's the good frown.
Very stinky.
Put the clock on timeout. Ride or die, the music's got a hold of me. Weighing me down to the depths of obscurity. Illuminate the mystics surrounding. Raise your voice, make a choice to speak dangerously. A wild night, a roller coaster. Mundane got me sicker than a hangover. Turn a blind eye high enough to see sober. Buckle up and don't look down until it seems over. Humdrum, hungry, same dumb tune again. Snare drum, call me with the beat again. Music is the medicine, got me on my feet again. Sounds so sweet again.
Burn the city till the lights stand low. Find a fresh perspective in the afterglow. I find the more I know, the less I can remember to breathe. No rest for the changing tide. No breath on this endless ride. Don't let your time run dry. Stay timeless. Be you, stay true, stay timeless. Be you, stay true, stay timeless. Be you, stay true, stay timeless. Be you.
Look me in the eye, something real, give it all away. Immaterial, who knows what continents in the mind have been dreamt, discovered at night and lost to daylight. Sunrise to sunset, believe in the process. Give in to failure, acknowledge the progress. Barreling chorus, enjoying the nonsense. Tomorrow's story will be written in
Past tense. Burn the city till the lights stand low. Find a fresh perspective in the afterglow. I find it more I know.
with a stick
The
face
less I
on
can
blaster.
remember to breathe. No rest for the changing tide. No breath on this endless ride. Don't let your time run dry. Stay timeless. Be you, stay true, stay timeless. Be you, stay true, stay timeless. Be you, stay true, stay timeless. Be you.
Yeah, give me some steel drums.
Let's do them solo. Here we go. More.
afterglow. You are alive today. No rest for the changing tide. No breath for the endless ride. Don't let your time run dry. Stay timeless. Be you, stay true, 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 stay timeless. Be you, stay timeless.
The Jumbie Jam.
Give it up for the Jumbie Jam. Give it up for Caitlin on the steel drum.
Caitlin on the Jumbie.
Give it up for Ryan on the stink face, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. So stinky he couldn't hold it in anymore.
Stinky.
So stinky that he broke.
It just felt so
He
good.
smelled his own stink and it made him laugh.
The
you know?
stank turned to smile, man.
Yeah. Oh.
Stink turned to stank.
Turn that stink upside down.
Yes. That was good. And something that we were talking about dreams earlier. I remembered, it actually distracted me because I thought of it while I was singing the second verse. That part of the lyrics in the second verse I actually took from a journal entry that you wrote about dreaming, because you were in the Outer Banks sleeping on a hammock and you woke up from the dream. And so the lyric...
I had a lucid dream that night. I was sleeping in the hammock,
Yeah.
and in my dream, the hammock started to fly and swing around the house. Shout out to Frank, that was at his house. And I was
In the Outer Banks.
swinging around the house, and then I broke loose and I flew over the street, and all the kids on the street were looking up at me like, whoa.
We played this really cool, like, just neighborhood house party over there. And we played, like, backside bar or whatever it was.
Yeah, backyard. or
But,
something, I forget.
man, that neighborhood party was so much fun.
And the cops busted it up, so that's like the cherry on top.
That dream you had, though, the lyric, I don't know exactly how you wrote it, I changed it a little bit, but the who knows what continents in the mind have been dreamt, discovered, and lost to daylight. That was
Yeah.
like
World.
loosely based on your journal, and man,
It's funny.
that
That's the
oh,
only
so
thing
good.
that I wrote in that entire song. Everything else was Nate.
And it's kind of like the record button that we were talking about. Like, what continents in the mind have been dreamt, discovered, and lost to daylight? What creations, what like expressions have just like, you know, just radiated out from your soul to be like lost to that moment, you know? That's every moment. It's like we're all just trying to put everything in boxes right now. That's not the way it works. Even when you put it in the box, it's not in the box, you know? It's lost to daylight.
Yeah. Just like a dream. What's that Cure song that's all about like the girl that's in his dream? Just like a dream. Heaven.
Oh.
Just like heaven. In that song,
Oh,
Just
yeah.
Like Heaven, he's singing about a girl that's lost in the dream. You know, she's so real.
Show me how you do that trick. The one that makes me scream, she said. The one that makes me laugh, she said. Threw her arms around my head. Show me how you do it. And I promise that I'll run away with you. I'll run away with you.
Yeah.
Love.
You soft and lonely. It's like, it's so painful to watch that like entire reality get pulled away from you. And there's all of these places. In my dreams, I dream about a lot of places that I'm exploring, like these deserted beach towns. And it's really bizarre to be in this, I mean, my dreams would be creepy to other people, but to me, I feel like so at home in these like weird, like abandoned campgrounds and stuff that I'm exploring. But then when you wake up, you know, you're like, oh, that whole like weird utopia that I was just in is now vanished.
Because you built that whole thing in your mind. It's like writing a song. It's like a song that you created in your mind. It's a reality that you created in your mind. And you were expressing something, and then it's gone.
Yeah, surf dreams. Maybe we shouldn't get into that because we'll talk all day, but like surf dreams are that way. All those like weird surf breaks that you go to in your dreams, you know?
Oh, yeah. I always, in my dreams, when it's like a surf-related dream, the water is like really clear, like so clear that I'm not even sure if there's water there. And for some reason, all of the sea life
Is it
like,
fresh water? Oh,
I think. Well, I don't even know because to be honest, I don't like really.
taste.
I feel like I don't taste like that in dreams, or at least it's not something I remember. But the sea life's always like so, like right there, you know, like to a point where it makes you uncomfortable. How much sea life you just see. Like it's kind of nice to not see what's in the water, you know. So.
Hey, if you have weird dreams or surf dreams, let us know in the comments because I want to know if other people go to the same made-up surf breaks that I go to.
What did you dream about last night?
No, because our dad actually has this same reoccurring surf dream that I have.
That's weird.
Where it's this freshwater, like lake, and there's waves breaking out in the distance, and you're like most of the time trying to paddle to them and never really getting to them.
Have you guys
And
ever
the waves
surfed
are like
together?
these huge walls that just sort of never break. I don't remember if I've seen him.
Because that
there.
would be freaky if you guys like actually.
I'd be like,
meet up.
were you there at 2 a.m. on Friday night at the surf break? Because I was.
Yeah.
Dream hopping. Going into other people's dreams. That'd be insane.
You have cool dreams, though. I feel like I
Yeah.
don't have a lot of cool
together?
dreams. I don't remember them or something.
Dude.
When I'm with you.
Oh, when I'm with you, yeah.
Dude.
Well, we're gonna play a song that came out today.
I did?
This one's "When I'm With You,"
That's right.
and this is actually a song that I wrote with Caitlin. And
Yeah, you may recognize it off my EP that came out like 7 years ago.
yeah, her version is called "Don't Lose the Moon."
Yeah.
We updated it and just called it "When I'm With You." And you know, really, to me, actually, the first song that when I first met Caitlin, I took her down to the Hideaway just to see if she could pass the Hideaway test, if she was cool
Felt
enough.
so special.
And we jammed on the beach. Like, where's that ukulele?
Ryan
at?
was there too.
I still remember this, that we were
crazy.
jamming on the beach and we were playing a song about being weird, and it was like
I'm weird.
It was
I
like,
think I know that one.
I'm weird.
was it like that?
Weird.
Yeah. Weird. I'm weird.
Wow.
Weird. Yeah, I just remember weird. That's all I remember.
If you know me, I'm weird.
There's another one too that was like Caitlin. She's got a weird.
And in the
That's so
spirit
funny.
of
I
that,
actually remember that. It's a good first date, man.
yeah. Well,
It
when
wasn't
you
really a date.
when you
it was
find
just-
somebody that has the same weirdness as you, isn't that a beautiful thing? I mean,
Yeah.
you guys out there, I'm
Same
sure
sense
you
of
got
humor.
your friends or your loved one, you know, maybe like probably your girlfriend and your wife is the same kind of weird, and man, you just vibe. You're freaks of a feather, you know, and that's what you need in this life is people who can be weird with. Ryan knows what I'm talking about because he always says
He's
freedom
really
by weird. He's very, and that's why we're such best friends, because we all get it, man. You gotta be able to let loose and just like show your true self in front of your friends, or else what are you doing? And this is, to me, this is kind of a romantic song that's pointing to that. That's like, I'm much more me when I'm with you.
Yeah.
Is the chorus lyric.
I'm much more weird when I'm with you.
And that's like a lot of things. I mean, that's not even just people. It can even be places where you just go there. I feel like the Hideaway is like that, where I can be myself. And man, we need more of that in this world, because there's just so much pressure that you feel, that even that you're putting on yourself to act a certain way.
Very true.
So
We're just a couple of kids over here.
To be polite at the expense of your authenticity.
and actually, you know, it's funny. This wasn't even planned, but on the dream like theme that we basically have going with this one, Trav wrote the like first part of the song, kind of. I changed some of his words, but the day before I wrote the song, you were falling asleep on the floor, and
remember that.
you were half asleep, and you were just in this.
by him and wait for him to wake up with a notepad.
I know.
You're just like,
I'm just
okay,
like,
what do you got? What do you
Trav
got?
does like talk in his sleep, so I was like, yeah, Ryan, Trav, what was that? What was
I
that?
was like deliriously freestyling, leaning,
He's
He
having,
was.
he's having a
leaning
vision.
up against the
Quiet.
cabinet.
He's waking.
He really was though. He was like just like I don't even think
a
you
holy man.
knew what you were saying, and you said something along the lines of, "I don't need the money to show me what I'm worth. Don't need to own the land, like to keep me down to earth." Something similar to
Yeah, I
that.
think
And
you kind of cleaned that up a little bit.
anyway, I stole it from Trav's half asleep dream thing. So.
Yeah, I was there too. It was awesome. Pretty good.
All right. Well, this one goes out to all the weirdos.
Get weird out there. I don't need the money. Make sure we can hear Kate. To show me what I'm worth. Don't need to own the land. To keep me down to earth. Got no situation holding me down. Like a songbird, let me sing, spread my wings, do my thing, and leave the beauty as it were. I'm much more me when I'm with you. I'm much more me when I'm with you. Our hearts keep skipping like the stones we threw, just doing what we do. I'm much more me when I'm with you. Chase the stars, but don't lose the moon. Let our love be the sunset, the world on fire. Just doing what we do.
Some people feel the sunshine,
In the summertime,
others just get burned. Some fall in love and learn how mistakes turn to heartbreaks. Others just get hurt. Now I can't put my finger on it, but you got it. That thing we were always meant to be, like a river to the ocean, falling right back to me. I'm much more me when I'm with you. I'm much more me when I'm with you. Our hearts keep skipping like the stones we threw, just doing what we do. Much more me when I'm with you. Chase the stars, but don't lose the moon. Let our love be the sunset, the world on fire. Just doing what we do.
by my side. I'm much more me when I'm with you. I'm much more me when I'm with you. Our hearts keep skipping like the stones we threw, just doing what we do. Na na na, ooh, when I'm with you. Chase the stars, but don't lose the moon. Let our love be the sunset, the world on fire. Just doing what we do.
Caitlin Weathers, everybody.
Hey, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks for hanging out, getting off the couch with us, and just sharing some stoke. Hope you guys are having epic summers.
Yes.
Love you guys. See you soon. Oh yeah, and by the way, real quick, we got shows coming up. I hate to be that guy that's like trying to sell you things or whatever, but you know, hopefully we can come out and we can just have a good time. That's what it's really about. So we've got East Coast shows. We're hitting the East Coast. It's been a while. We'd love to see you guys. We just got a booking agent. We're trying to establish ourselves as like a real touring act. So please grab your friends, come out. We need to sell some tickets so that we can prove to the man that we're worthy. So there'll be more shows if you bring your friends, is what I'm saying. And if you don't bring your friends, then hey, man, it's on you. It's your fault. I did my part. August 11th, Big Chill Beach Club, Bethany Beach, Delaware. Oh,
Big Chill.
I mean, we've
Great
played
spot.
Big Chill Beach Club a few times before. It's been a minute though.
We actually recorded a special sunset song for Big Chill Beach Club. I don't know if they still do it, but for a while they played it every time the sun set. Which-
Yeah.
Wasn't it Song to the Sun?
It had
was
Song
a-
to the Sun in it. Before that song ever came out, there was a little secret version that
Yeah.
they had.
And they would
Over at
blow
Big
like a
Chill.
conch shell
Uh-huh.
or something too.
Yeah.
It's a rad place.
And what else?
And
And then
also,
even
they have Taco Rijo over there, and so we're gonna be singing. Maybe later we can hit the Taco Rijo, and they got some good burritos too. So I'm really excited about that.
We're not playing at Taco Rijo, but we are probably.
But
gonna
the
be
after
eating there.
party's there unofficially, so come hang out. August 12th, Ardmore Music Hall. Never been, but I'm sure it's awesome. There's gonna be a lot of stoke in the air. Ardmore is in Pennsylvania, apparently.
Cool.
So if you're
That's where
around,
our ancestors are from.
that's true. Trav and I took a trip
Or
out
whatever,
to
our-
Pennsylvania, and we went to the Wheeland family farm. And I remember
In the
leaning up
1700s.
against a fence, and apparently it was an electric fence. That was my first time I ever experienced
you've ever
the
ran.
electric fence. So watch out for fences if you're out there in Pennsylvania. They got a lot of good chocolate too, because Hershey's is out there. We don't know how far this is from
good
Ardmore.
stuff.
We're just speaking generally.
Just hungry.
You got Gettysburg.
Gettysburg
Man,
Address.
it's all a lot of fun. The Amish too. We brought up the Amish earlier. Hey,
Gotta
we might just settle down with the Amish.
play a show with the Amish.
That would be awesome.
Unplugged.
August 13th, the next day, Rams head on stage, Annapolis, Maryland. So come hang. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then we're also doing a show, I guess the next day, August 14th, at this Tidal Wave Music Festival. We're unofficial, though. We're just playing the Rock the Ocean tent. Just a little pop-up show. So if you're already going to that festival, come hang out, say hi, and get your free high five. And then, last but not least, the big one, album release show is happening locally here, hometown show at the Coach House in San Juan Capistrano, California. Come hang. That
day is
is August 27th. It's a Saturday. So get your tickets and see you there. Let's rage. Let's have a good time. Anything that
Join
you'd
us.
That's
like
gonna be
to
so
add?
fun.
Yeah.
Get your
Pretty
tickets.
awesome. So we'll do this in person. The live stream's cool and everything, but you got to get the real experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and Trav and I just want you guys to know too. We really love our fans. We really appreciate you guys coming out. We're not the kind of guys that are gonna hide out backstage. We'll be out there. We'll be high-fiving. We'll be talking to you guys and hanging out too. So come meet us. Share the love. Yeah.
Let's hang.
Until next time.